hello to our good friend, Ian Drew. Okay.
There's so much to say about Bruce.
Yes, well, we've talked about his mom and how his 88-year-old mom is accepting. How is Chris handling this?
Well, Chris is still living in a state of denial, like she was through most of their marriage. We actually have been reporting this story for quite a long time.
Years.
Yes, as you know. And
Years.
it actually started before they were actually married. And Chris talked him out of it and said, oh, that's silly, we're going to get married, stop that. He was dressing up in women's clothes then. So
Like
this has been going on throughout the marriage.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And I was reading about this also in Us Magazine years ago, and I thought that I was losing my mind.
No.
When this transitioning started, I was like, but this has been going on for a while. He's just out with it now.
You know better than to question us, by
Yes,
right?
Us Magazine. But I got to tell you something. It's, you know, don't get used to this, but I'm happy for Bruce. I feel sorry for Chris.
Yeah.
As a woman. I don't think that she's the villain in this, but she was made out to be the villain. You know how during the solid years of their marriage, alleged solid years, she was alleged to be trotting around town with different men?
Yes.
Well, but now you see what drove her to it, because the second you see your man in a pair of lacy panties, you really,
Yes.
sorry.
Well, you know, there's more to this as well. I mean, the rest of the family has started growing a little more accepting, especially his natural-born kids. The other kids, Kim, Courtney, they're taking a little bit longer with it. Chloe is actually extremely supportive. And they're actually calling him by a female name now, close family and friends.
Shut the front door.
Yes, he has the name.
Can you please get in touch with Hot Topics and let us know the name?
Yes, we are on the case. Don't worry. No, very few people actually know it and use it. Chris will not use it.
Well, we're going to use it.
Yes, we all use it. And soon enough.
Okay, so wait, look, okay. So, talk about the slimy side of Chris and why she's mad.
Well, this is what I was telling you earlier. She is a businesswoman, and she has always had control over this whole family and this whole empire. Bruce is now taking control of his life. So he is, as we know, there's going to be a television series about this. He's having his own docu-series. They're going to start addressing it on the Kardashians, and then in May, his own docu-series is going to premiere. Not only that, he's going to sit down with Diane Sawyer and tell his story.
Is it produced by Ryan Seacrest or Kris Kardashian?
It's Boone and Murray. It's the same people that are involved in a lot of the reality shows on E! It's going to be on E! again.
So she's upset because she's not going to get any Lucci from this.
She's not involved. Yes, yes. Bruce has even hired his own PR team. He's got his own thing going on.
Love it.
So I just want to say, part of the reason that Chris is not so accepting is she's being cut out of a lot of these business decisions that she's used to controlling. So it's about a loss of control.
She will never
not
learn
just
her lesson.
Yeah, you know how it is.
All right, let's talk about Lindsay Lohan and her mom, Dina.
Yes, talk about people living in denial. Let's go to Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah.
So anyway, Fox News. Let's go back a year ago.
Okay.
Sean Hannity had a guest on his show, and they talked about how Lindsay and her mom did coke together. Lindsay, for some reason, it's been a year later, is now filing a lawsuit for defamation and infliction of emotional distress, saying it's not true.
Why'd she wait so long to file?
Well, that's actually quick. It takes time to pull these cases together. They have a statute of limitations of about 6 years.
Oh, okay.
This is like a year, which is actually pretty fast for these, because they want to pull all their facts together before they launch a lawsuit like this. It's for unspecified damages. Fox has apologized. On the air, they had an apology. They took it down off their archives. They're confident they're still going to win. But this is not the first time. Of course, Lindsay likes to sue for these same reasons. If you remember back in 2010, she sued E-Trade. Remember they had that commercial with the baby Lindsay?
Right, the baby Lindsay.
Yeah, who was the milkaholic. And she actually won a settlement.
She won a settlement.
That was for $100 million. They never specified exactly how much. But she hasn't lost some of the others. Remember, Pitbull had that song, Give Me Everything, that huge hit with Neo?
And yes, there was
in
a
2011.
line. What did he say about her?
I got it locked up like Lindsay Lohan.
And so she tried to sue him for that?
Yeah, she tried to sue, but the judge, I believe rightfully, said that was a work of art. That should be thrown out. And then last year, there was that Grand Theft Auto 5 game, remember? And they used her likeness. Now, that one is still pending. I kind of get that, because video games are a big business. If they're using her likeness and everything, she should kind of be cut in for that. That's not emotional distress. It's a little bit different.
But the other ones sound really stupid.
Yeah.
You should focus more on your sobriety and getting back into acting, if anybody will have you.
Yeah,
and less time trying to sue people.
Well, that's probably the issue. She's making money on these suits.
Yes.
This is how she's making money instead of acting because
yes.
she can't get the acting jobs.
Yeah. Well, Ian,
true.
thank you so much for these stories.
Always.
Please, get Bruce's name.
Yes, we're on it. We're on it. I
Okay.
promise.
We've got more juicy stories like this in the pages of Us Weekly magazine. Buy yours. It's on newsstands now. Up next, the very funny J.B. Smoove is here.